Hi, I'm Adele from Patchwork Plush and I make little critters out of recycled materials and secondhand fabrics. To start with, I'm going to tell you how Patchwork Plush started, and then I'm going to take you around my workspace, show you a bit of my desk that you can see behind me. I'll take you down to where I store all of my fabrics and then tell you about my making process and show you my eco packaging. So Patchwork Plush started last year when I finished my PGCE, and I made thank you presents out of recycled materials to say thank you to schools that I'd been to on placements. And it all started with a cactus, which is why there's a cactus in my logo. And the caring cactus that I made, that was my first critter, was for the student support office at one of the schools, and I made him a little drawstring bag, and it had lots of different inspirational quotes in it to help the students sort of get through some little bits that they would go and use the office for. And then I made a clownfish for a SEN school that I did a workshop with, and they were Nemo class, so each stripe of the clownfish was a different material, so it was really sensory and they absolutely loved it. And they asked me if I made things to sell, and I said, well, at the moment I didn't, but it kind of put an idea in my head that maybe I could sell them. And I've always made critters and things for presents. If it's little caricatures like the one you can see behind me up here, this is me when my hair was a little bit longer. But I've made my friends, I've made them all sorts of different little animals and things. And then on my last placement, when I was on my PGC, my mentor said that her girls absolutely loved turtles, and I showed her the pictures of the caring cactus and the clownfish and some other little bits and pieces that I made. She asked me if I could make them some turtles. So I made them some turtles, which they absolutely loved, and then I kind of thought, hey, why not go for it? And so I took the plunge. I started my Instagram page, I created my website, I opened an Etsy shop, and now it's a whole year later. I've got a spare room that's full of critters that are all on my Etsy that you can buy at the moment, and Patchwork Plush is kind of steadily taking off. So where exactly are the critters made and what are they made from is what I'm going to be showing you. I'll show you my process. I'll take you down to where I store my fabrics now, and then we'll come back up and I'll show you all the other little bits and pieces that I do. So I will see you outside. Hello! So you've joined me outside now in my haberdashery, or my garage. This is where I keep all of my fabrics. So it's all in these big boxes behind me. I've got another box here. I get all sorts of bits and pieces donated to me. It's all cleaned and washed as it comes in, and then it goes in these storage boxes, and because it's all nice and it's dry and it stays quite fresh in these boxes, my garage is quite warm. It's a nice place, and it's dry, so they all stay nice and fresh, and then they just need a little bit of an iron when I bring them in and use them. When I made a load of face masks at the beginning of the summer, one comment that people said, which was really random when they tried them on, was that they smelled really nice. So I'm alright with that. So I just wanted to show you some of the bits and pieces that I get donated, because I do get lots of things. As you can see, there are loads of different materials, different textures, different colours. So some things I've been donated recently, I've got these quite cool curtains, and they've got sort of like some nursery rhyme themes on them. I get donated t-shirts. I think this one's quite a stretchy t-shirt. Get loads of denim. This denim's quite nice. It's got some embroidery on it which I could use quite well, and having denim is always really good if I'm making characters, little t-shirts, jackets, trousers, that kind of thing. I've been donated this rather fab Mr. Men pillowcase, which I can't wait to use on something that's going to be amazing when I do get to use it. So it is a great big variety of lots of different things that go into a Patchwork Plush critter, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to show you my packaging later, is to show you what you get with a Patchwork Plush critter or another item. I always label a diagram to show you exactly what everything is made from. So I've been collecting fabric for quite a while now. It started when I was at uni, and then that 3 years, and then when I went on to do my masters and people donated things to me, and so I've got a massive collection, which is amazing, because then it means that when people come to me with items, ideas that they want, and they want it all in specific colours, or they want it completely multicoloured with lots of different textures, I can accommodate to quite a lot of my customers' needs. So this is my fabric stash. This is where all the critters are born from, is out of these boxes. So these new bits that I've just shown you, they will go and be washed before I can use them, and then they'll get stored in these boxes with everything else. So that's this little section of the video, just showing you where everything is kept and the kind of things that I get donated. So I will see you back inside for the last part of the video about my process and my packaging. See you in a bit. Okay, so back inside, and just show you my desk area, and the process of how I start everything off. So everything I make starts with a drawing, just hand drawn, and if I've got any ideas for what the fabrics might be, so this was David Bowie, and so I used some orange wool for his head. I had a pink bed sheet for his face. I knew I had some sort of scrap diamond fabric, so I used that. So this really helps me just to visualise what I will be making. And then once I've done my drawing, I then transfer that into a paper pattern. So this is the one for my little metal heads, and these guys are quite popular. They can be based on any band, doesn't have to be metal. I just sort of pick out some things that are maybe like a key song lyric or a key look or an album cover, and sort of go from there to plan a little character of a band. So this is the pattern for a little metal head. I've got his metal head, I've got his body shape, a leg and an arm, and then I'll cut that all out of fabric, sew them together with my machine, and then I stitch everything together once I've got the pieces done, stuff them, sew them together by hand. And so over here we've got some finished critters. These are currently on my Etsy shop, if you wanted to go and have a look at that. But you can see from, so this is the pattern for Dennis, the denim fish. So he's got a big sort of fish body, and I've got his fins, and they're all separate pieces that I sew on together, and then you get your finished product. And he's all made out of denim, different denim jeans, denim jackets, and we've got some secondhand buttons and things. And the same with these guys. So he was like napkins, I think the back was napkins as well. Might be a bit of a t-shirt, and again all of the buttons are secondhand. And Lucas is old Christmas hats, a nice little bit of curtain, a bit of a fleece, some pipe cleaners. And these are other just little bits and pieces that I have around my desk. So I've got my pin cushion, got lots of different threads, I've got jars of secondhand ribbons, secondhand buttons, all sorts of bits and pieces. Just show you how messy the rest of my desk is there. And then I'll turn you around and I'll talk you through my packaging. Hello, welcome back to this last part of my video. So after making a critter, the next part is sending it out and it going in the post to its new home. So what do you get when you order from Patchwork Plush, as well as your critter or whatever item you've ordered from me? You'll get a little document, as I mentioned earlier, labelled with all of the different things that they are made from, and you'll get a little story all about their personality. This is usually influenced by some of the things that they're made from, and just a little bit about care instructions as well. All of my critters come wrapped in recycled green tissue paper. I found the recycled green tissue paper quite easy online. There's quite a lot of recycled paper out there. My mailer bags are all home compostable, and they also come with an extra line of sticky, so you can reuse the mailer bag if you need to. My mailer bags are from Packaging Chimp. I had to do quite a lot of research to find those, so if you want home compostable mailer bags for your items, Packaging Chimp is where to go. My stickers and my other little bits and pieces, my postcards and my little memo cards, these are all from Banana Print. They're a UK based company, all printed using vegetable inks, so that's economically friendly, and my postcard and my little memo card are printed on recycled card, so that's really nice. And then obviously these can go in the recycling as well. The little memo card is just so that you know your mailer is recyclable, home compostable, and you can bury it in your garden and it will happily decompose. My postcard features Mr. Stripey Sloth, and on the back has all of my contact details. So that is me. That's a little bit of an insight into Patchwork Plush. I hope you've enjoyed my video and learning a little bit about what I do. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm patchwork_plush, or you can get in contact via my website, patchworkplush.com. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.